By now, most of you have heard of James Craig, the Colorado dentist who was charged yesterday for murdering his wife after poisoning her daily protein shakes. Before getting into the psychology of men who murder their wives like this, here is a full timeline of what happened in this case. On February 27, 2023, James Craig allegedly ordered arsenic online using a Gmail account he created called Jim and Waffles. He received the package on March 4th. Angela was first hospitalized on March 6th. It is believed this is the first day that James administered the poison. He made her a protein shake before her workout, and she soon became faint and dizzy. She was released from the hospital the same day. On March 7th, though she still felt ill, she reassured her husband that he didn't have to miss work. On March 8th, Karen Kane, Craig's orthodontist mistress, flew into Denver. On March 9th, Angela was admitted back to the hospital. Craig spent the majority of this day with his mistress. On March 10th, Karen Kane, the mistress, left Colorado. Hours after his mistress left, Craig texted Angela in the hospital at midnight, telling her he woke up dreaming of making love to her. On March 12th, Craig offered to have Angela hooked up to an IV at home, offering to fill it with fluids from his office. Angela initially refused before saying, "We can see if it makes you feel better." While she remained in the hospital, the couple continued to discuss her symptoms. And on March 13th, Angela tells him that she needs to make sure she doesn't feel like vomiting before the two have intercourse. Meanwhile, Craig had ordered more poison, which arrived at his workplace on March 13th. An employee accidentally opened the box and found a biohazard sticker. On March 14th, Angela was discharged from the hospital. And sometime between March 14th and March 15th, the fatal dose was administered. Angela immediately began complaining about severe headaches and dizziness. She also accused her husband of poisoning her. In the couple's final text exchange before she was hospitalized a third time, Angela told her husband she was having trouble staying upright. On March 15th, Angela was rushed to the hospital after suffering a seizure. Around March 16th, the co-worker who opened the cyanide package found it suspicious that Angela was in the hospital with similar symptoms to poisoning and went to the police. Angela was pronounced brain dead on March 18th. Craig refused to allow hospital staff to conduct an autopsy, stating he didn't want to let them poke her more when she was dead. Angela leaves behind 6 children. So what is the psychology behind men like Craig, or Brian Walsh, or Scott Peterson, or Chris Watts, or Alec Murdaugh, and the list goes on? What drives these men to murder their wives and sometimes their children? Is there a common thread that connects these men? I believe there is. And it's not just textbook narcissism. It's often a diagnosis that's regularly overlooked and overshadowed by narcissistic personality disorder. Check out part 2 to hear the analysis.